Hi, welcome to Let's Tell Their Story. I'm your co-host Casey. I give you the true crime part of Let's Tell Their Story. And what comes with true crime? Murder, serial killers, decapitation, which I don't like to find, but I find it more often than not. Dismemberment, another one I find more often than I'd like. Rape, CSAM. Quentin, my co host, he gives you a legend or a conspiracy. We are aware that the true crime part of our podcast is not suitable for everyone. So listen with discretion, or if it's not something you want and you're interested in the creepy part or the conspiracy or whatever rabbit hole Quentin went down this week, skip ahead to his part. He's our palate cleanser. If you are watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. It's a free. All you got to do is hit it. Or hit it with your mouse. Hit that subscribe button. If you are listening on any other platform, give us a 5-star review if you feel we're worth it. If you really feel we're worth it, leave us a review. It helps with the algorithm. We don't even care if you just write the word blue. We do our best to source our resources, but not all resources can be verified. So, on to the show.
Yeah, bitch!
Good morning, Quentin.
Good morning.
Boy, do I have a story for you today.
Okay.
And we have no dismemberments. We have no decapitations. We do have murder, though.
I may have decapitation and lost limbs.
Okay, then the new beginning works out perfect. So, first I'm going to give you a definition. Yeah, a definition, and then I'm going to give you my definition. Karaoke, a form of entertainment offered typically by bars and clubs in which people take turns to sing popular songs into a microphone over pre-recorded backing tracks. The Filipino inventor Roberto del Rosario holds the patent for the machine that he developed in 1975. Now, he technically wasn't the first to create the first karaoke machine. That was actually a Japanese inventor and musician named Daisuke Inoue. Inoue. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, in 1971. And that was the Jute 8. Now, the actual definition of karaoke, that was the actual definition. Okay? Now, my definition is a little bit different, but probably a more reliable source of what karaoke is. I just snorted or some weird thing, okay? Karaoke, a form of drunken, out-of-tune bravery with a few really good singers thrown in the mix. Now, I put my definition in all because that out-of-tune part has actually cost people their lives and has actually been at the forefront of these murders is one particular song. What song could that possibly be?
AC/DC.
You have any idea?
AC/DC Highway to Hell.
No, actually, it's a Frank Sinatra song called My Way.
Wow.
It is
I didn't think it was going to be almost that close.
Frank Sinatra's 1969 hit, My Way. Now, I actually listened to this song, and I can see why people get frustrated with it. When I listened to it, I took it as this is how I've done things, and I did it on my own.
Sorry,
But other people don't.
There's not going to be any preview for this song because YouTube and Spotify both do not like it when you play music. That's not copyrighted.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So you guys can listen to it yourselves. I
But
can't play it.
yes. Yeah, we're not going to play it because of the copyright issues. So I'm about to tell you some craziness behind this song and what has happened in the Philippines to be exact. To the point that many places actually forbid the song to be sung. In the Philippines, karaoke is an extremely popular pastime with the low income that in 2007 were earning about $2 a day, and the rate for videoke was about 10 cents a song. And really, this is where the story begins with what a Filipino newspaper dubbed the My Way killings. Now, just about every source I looked at said that between 2002 and 2012, the Philippines was not a place you wanted to be off key, or you could possibly be murdered. But the first murder that ever pops up is from 2007 when Romy Alagula, a 29-year-old Filipino man, decided he was going to sing the infamous Frank Sinatra song, My Way. And of course, once you know it, Romy was singing off tune. The one that was supposed to be protecting the events of that evening obviously was not fit for his job. The security guard had had enough of listening to Romy's off-key rendition of My Way. He pulled out a gun and fires a fatal shot at Romy. Romy wasn't the only one to be killed over the song. Oh, no, no. In the early 2010s, a chairman of the Tondo Barangay, which a barangay is basically just a fancy name for a nightclub.
No, I thought it was going to be about mafia.
Along with his driver, were at the Christmas party, and while singing My Way, were both shot. The chairman died immediately, and the driver, while in critical condition, did survive. Authorities were led to believe that the chairman was a protector of drug peddlers and a small-time kingpin. I literally was trying so hard not to make any comment when you said mafia.
Oops. Did not mean to do that.
The village residents, the chairman's family and friends deny all those accusations and believe the assassin was motivated by politics. Shocker! An assassination was motivated by politics. I can't possibly fathom that.
Sounds way more.
I'm really sarcastic this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Another murder that happened to the song My Way was an incident that happened in 2018 between two neighbors during a birthday party in Dipolog City. Now, I don't know if this birthday party was for adults or if it was for kids, but Jose Bosmian Jr. was about to sing the song My Way when his neighbor Rolando Canieso grabbed the microphone from Jose, which led to a fist fight that turned into a stabbing death of Jose Bosmian Jr. Now, karaoke incidents like these aren't just localized to the Philippines. There have been other instances around the world. In 2007, in Seattle, Washington, a singer was attacked by a woman that wanted him to sing Yellow by Coldplay. Okay, I had never heard that song, and then I listened to it, and I'm like, why would you want to sing it? It's kind of a sad song, but it's more of a song about a breakup, and then he's yellow because he wants her back or something like that. That's the way I understood it.
Every time I hear yellow,
In March of Okay, I understand that because of the video.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever watched? Yeah. Now, in March of 2008, I know I jumped back and forth in years, so time travel with me. March of 2008, John Denver's Take Me Home Country Roads caused an uproar in Thailand. After repeated renditions of a song, a man had shot 8 people to death, including his own brother-in-law. Okay, if I had to listen to Take Me Home Country Roads repeatedly, I probably would snap too. Also in December of 2008, at a Malaysian coffee shop, a man hogged the microphone for too long that he was stabbed to death by other patrons. A man killed 2 of his relatives in a Chinese karaoke parlor in August of 2012 with a meat cleaver over a microphone. July of 2013 in Krabi, Thailand, an American was stabbed to death for refusing to stop singing in a karaoke bar. And finally, in March of 2022, at a karaoke bar in Hawaii, an arrest and charges of disorderly conduct and harassment were given to American actor Ezra Miller when they suddenly began yelling obscenities and became agitated at people for singing karaoke. Miller allegedly lunged at a man playing darts and grabbed the microphone out of the woman's hands mid-song. Rude. Didn't even let her finish the song. By the way, the song was Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper's song Shallow. Again, another song. Why would you sing that at karaoke? Exactly. Why would you sing that at karaoke?
Give me Hoka Polka music. You know.
Hoka polka music. Hoka polka. It's just polka. Hoka polka. Hoka polka. Hoka polka. Do you want me to get up and do a dance? Because I can polka. You know what? Just because I'm going to do it. Just because you made me want to do it. Okay, we're gonna move the chair out of the way. So there. We got a polka going on now. Beer barrel, bring beer barrel polka out.
Oh, what's really funny about this song is that Tina Sarancho, his daughter, hated that song.
I'm not a big fan of it either.
Like,
because every polka place plays the beer barrel polka.
No, I'm
not place, but every polka.
No, My Way by Frank Sarancho.
Or Shallow.
No, My Way by Frank Sarancho.
Oh yeah, his daughter thought it was. Yeah, she hated that song. She did. Frank Sinatra actually did not like the song, but it was such a big hit. They kept singing it because he thought it was a very arrogant song.
I mean, it's a very
and it is.
It's a very short song too, compared to some other songs I know.
It is. It is an arrogant song. If you look at the lyrics.
I'm looking at the lyrics right now. That's what I am looking at.
But my thing is the best way I decided I figured to not explain, but it's
what is it?
If you were gonna compare songs, I could compare Frank Sinatra's "My Way" to Kesha's "Pray."
Okay, I've never actually even heard that song. I'm pretty sure.
Or yeah, it's actually a really good song. Or Taylor Swift's "Mean."
That one I have heard.
Yeah, so I mean, those 3 songs kind of all go together because they're basically, they're all basically saying, "Hey, you thought you could help me, and you screwed me over, so I'm going to do it the way I can do it. So my way."
See, I'm more surprised at
now.
I'm surprised at being a classic holds a record for the most time spent on a UK top 40 single chart at a massive 75 weeks. Which I know there's certain songs in the States that have lasted like 115 weeks.
Oh yeah.
It also peaked at number
Um,
27 in May of 1969 in United States, and Belgium reached 19.
yeah, because that's because it had just been released in March of 2000 or 1969.
March 2000.
Oh,
That's really interesting.
did I say 2069?
I think you were about to.
Okay, so getting back to that,
A lot of songs for
Ezra Miller. Oh, they played in. Oh, 27 Dresses. Nope. I got the right actress, but I can't not no, it's not. Maybe it is 27 Dresses.
Don't ask me.
But I could go I went down a complete rabbit hole with Ezra Miller. But I'm not going to take you guys down that wild ride. I might actually do a complete episode on Ezra Miller because dang. Now, a Japanese rock band called Kishidon. You ever heard of them?
They actually have really good music. I like their music.
Okay. On their 10th anniversary single, they released an up-tempo rock cover of My Way, only to have their lead singer, Ayana Kozi show, I cannot believe I actually pronounced that right, was shot numerous times while performing the song. When the song came to a close and Ayana Kozi was exiting the stage, they were shot one more time in the back. They collapsed on the stairs with a wry grin. Like, you know what? It was kind of like a screw you. You may have shot me, but I got this song out. or it was a prove my point killing. In many South Asian places, either the song My Way by Frank Sinatra has either been taken off the playlist, and many places karaoke is forbidden to be sung after 8 p.m. or 10 p.m. to avoid violent fights or even murders. So if you're in the Philippines at a karaoke bar or just love Frank Sinatra, maybe don't sing My Way. It may not end your way. And that is the story of the My Way killings. I told you mine wasn't very long today.
No. Okay, so I'm going to go on a little bit of rant before I talk about mine. This actually happened with my gaming live stream Saturday. I started arguing with friends about this one. Why are there here? This is the best way I can say that. Okay, so the North Star is called Polaris.
Paralysis?
Yes.
No, okay.
No, that is
Perilous.
Yeah.
Perilous.
No, it's Polaris. It's Polar.
Polaris.
Yeah. Why does
Polaris.
Why does our sun not have a name?
What?
Okay, you have to think about this.
It does. It's called the sun.
The thing is, it's a most suns or stars are called stars or suns because it's the same thing. The thing is, North Star has a name. Most of the stars in the night sky have names. Why does our sun not have a name? Like, our moon has a name. It's lunar.
I have things falling off the walls.
I haven't even got into what I'm talking about yet.
This was behind here, and it was underneath the desk. It's like it wasn't even yeah, it's that Why God Loves Little Boys thing that I have. But it was way over there and it was underneath. Yeah, I'm not hanging any more stuff up in this office.
No.
Not until I cleanse it.
See, our sun does not have a proper English name like every other star. If you're wondering where this came from, is I was playing Warframe last Saturday, and you're traveling around the solar system, and that's why. Like I just got to the moon, but it's like, why does our sun not have a name?
Because we call it the sun, otherwise we gotta call it the bright yellow thing into bright yellow circle in the sky, and that's a lot to say.
But my thing is, it's like
Crickets.
But I mean, seriously, there's
I
like
don't know.
I mean, we could have
You got into an argument over this?
Yes.
Because you're bound to determine there should be a Greek name for it?
I mean,
like there's for everything else? Or
there is a Greek mythology. The sun god is Helios. Why is our sun not called Helios? I mean, it's not as bad as Earth being called dirt.
For the same reason the grass isn't always green and the blue isn't always sky. The sky isn't always blue.
But no, but the thing is, our moon can be called the moon, lunar, or Apollo. Apollo is the Greek mythology.
No,
Apollo is the Greek.
Apollo is a spaceship. Apollo is the spaceship that blew up in '86.
It's also the Greek god of the moon.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's...
You know, we were going down a scientific rabbit hole. Okay, now you really, really need to...
Yes.
When you finally get around to actually listening to the new beginning of this, you're going to go, she had that down.
Me rambling in between the two things. But I've been listening to like science fiction stuff, and they keep using the Roman mythology of Sol, which is the Roman god of the sun. Why is our sun not called Sol?
Because then we'd have to put music behind it. Like I said, I am quick with comebacks this morning.
I mean, we are humans. We probably could figure a way to do it.
Yeah, but you know what? We haven't figured out how when moms get birth again. Moms need a third arm after they give birth. So when they've got a baby on a hip, they've got they've got another. I think we need another arm right here that comes out and goes back in. But that's just me.
I said humans needed tails.
Humans used to have tails.
Okay, let me.
We have tail bones.
Yeah, it hurts when you bruise them.
Can you hear plural? Pearl.
Not really.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I mean, we don't have any animals bothering us because I shut the basement door. They can't get down here.
Okay, but this is what's confusing. There is a song called Belagisa. It's a red sun. Why do we not have a name for our sun? By the way, our sun is a G-type star. But
I didn't know we were doing a science podcast. Last time I checked, it was murder. And whatever freaking wild rabbit hole you went down. Because who knows what... yeah, who knows? Oh, by the way, so I was listening a couple weeks ago, and after you did the Escobar hippos,
yeah,
they got mentioned on And Let's Tell Their Story.
What?
Oh, Yeah, they got mentioned there, and then a couple of days, and about a week after it aired, there was something that came across Bobby's news feed on his phone. Something about the capturing of Escobar's hippos.
I did say they were.
It was so weird. It was so weird.
I will actually say what I'm talking about with the sun actually does kind of go into what I'm going to talk about. That's actually kind of funny.
Okay,
Because
I'm gonna guess we're talking about the Wendigo.
Wendigo.
Okay, you know what? I can. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I still can't see. I have to work. Yeah, you'd have to actually move all the way up. Oh wait, you'd have to go all the way that way.
Whee, like that.
There you go, the Wendigo.
So we're gonna go from pretty much Europe mythology to Native American mythology.
Europe?
I mean, I was talking about like Romeo, yeah.
Romeo and Juliet. All right, we're going out we're going down way today.
I'm just I'm thinking about like the new Romeo and Juliet my English teacher made us watch, which was beyond funny. Instead of using swords, they used pistols and all that stuff. It was wildly different.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds like it.
Okay. This is gonna be
All right, tell me about this Wendigo.
this is why I'm laughing right now, because imagine yourself alone in a dim lit forest in the middle of winter. The wind slicing through the trees like knives, your stomach twisted, not from the cold, but the hunger. You smell rot on the breeze. You're not alone. Something ancient is watching you.
Damn it, where'd you go, Wendy?
The terror. That's the terror of the Wendigo, a creature born of snow, starvation by greed, and fueled by flesh. They are from. Oh my god, where did I actually? I lost my thing. I have been working on this way longer than I would like to admit.
Yeah, you did say you were working on something big, so.
Yeah. So the Wendigo is a mythical creature or an evil spirit. That's actually a very, very important thing to know. It's either or. The creature is for the mythical creature is that has a deer skull covering its face. So that thing you're seeing is actually a mask over its face, not its actual face. That's what's really creepy about them.
Okay.
It's from the Native American.
Doesn't even look like a deer head, but
It is.
I have deer skull. I have European skulls in my house. It kind of looks like it, but okay.
It's cut off on top.
The mouth.
Mouth? This?
Oh, no, I'm not just
this whole mouth right here.
Yeah. Yeah, that mark that's not on. Deer don't have a mouth like that. And from the nose and back, yeah, they're a little creepy.
Okay, so it comes from the Native American mythology. More correct would be the Aljo. Oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to pronounce these. The Seltuks, the Creed, I know how to spell that, and the Napski and the Inuit. So, scary thing is, it's a very Midwestern mythology. They are known.
How is it Midwestern and we've never heard of it? Or I've never heard of it. Oh, wait, maybe I have.
You have. You'll understand more about it. With these cultures, all of them have forms of Wendigo that might be similar and different at the same time. So, what I have right here is an AI generated one, which it's not always what they look like. Many people believe that the Wendigo is a living creature, but I can tell you that can only be a weird creature, but something that can actually take over the human mind. There is something called in I think 1870. They had something called when I'll go more into the scientific stuff about it after a little bit. Um, you know what's funny is I got two different. Okay, yeah. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot the Albuquerque. The Albuquerque legend is the big one for the Wendigo. That's the one that most people know about, not the other ones. So the Wendigo originates from oral traditions of the Algonquin-speaking people of all the people I just said, stretching across Canada and the Great Lake area.
We're in the Great Lake area.
It's more.
I'm closer to the Great Lake than you are. I'm like an hour. Wait, no. Yeah, I'm like an hour and a half away from Michigan Lake and probably 2.5 hours to 3 hours from Superior. I know for a fact I'm an hour and a half from Michigan Lake.
Yeah, I figured that. I'm just wondering. I'm gonna just see how. I am. I'm 100. I'm 150 miles away.
Yeah, you're 3 hours away from Superior.
Yeah, and I actually looked up Superior, Wisconsin, too. So the Wendigo is more than just a monster. It's actually a warning, which most Native American mythologies actually are. The Wendigo wasn't just a creature; it's a symbolization of starvation, winter, and the taboo of cannibalism during times of extreme scarcity. Wow. It serves as a reminder that desperation must never erase humanity. I did tell you mine had a way more. Mine might be way worse than yours.
Yeah, I would say.
Okay, by the way, the year I was trying to remember was in the 1600s. Early missionaries in the 1600s even documented stories of these spirits described human possession by hunger, eating their own family, and then vanishing into the woods.
Okay, I have a very, very unique question. And it is a Wisconsin yeah, it's a Wisconsin question. So you got the Wendigo. Or Wendigo.
Yeah.
Where did Wendy go? Okay, you got the Wendigo. You have the one that's in Rhinelander. There's another one. Okay, we've got all these mythical creatures up north. Why the hell do we go up north every summer?
I don't know.
Dang it. It's a Wisconsin question. You cannot get more of a Wisconsin question than that.
Okay, because I'm going to talk about the form of it in a little bit. While the number of Wendigo sightings in Wisconsin is not precisely documented, numerous recordings or reports have happened at the lakeside camp near Spooner, Rice Lake. Wait, Trego.
Spooner's over by you, isn't it?
Most of these are. Point Beach State Forest in Two Rivers and Manawak County. All of those are like really close to me. Like,
okay, Two Rivers is it? Because that's Manitowoc and
County.
Two Rivers. Why would they have Manitowoc on one side of the state and Manitowoc County on the other?
There's a Menominee county, Menominee Fall County, and Menominee is all the way in Dunn County across the state.
Okay, you know what? We've got other towns that are like, got the town, and then you've got the town city, and then you got the town lake and the town ship. And yeah, okay. Makes sense. Because we're never mind.
By the way, a lot of these places are really close.
And yeah, most of them are, except for Two Rivers, because I used to be close to Two Rivers.
Yeah, like I know right where that.
And I could do a crime story on Two Rivers, but it involves a 3-year-old, and I don't know if I want to go down that rabbit hole. Because it's. Remember when you and I did the one with the.
Oh yeah, that one. The one in Colorado.
Yeah. That one, yeah, and the thing is the one in Two Rivers, they found the little boy, and it's ugly.
Yeah. By the way,
it's just an ugly story. I mean,
I know right where Lakeside Camp near Spooner actually is. I've driven past it multiple times.
Now you're creeping out.
I also remember I left something in the Rice Lakes school district once, and I had to go back over there.
Ah, nice. Do you know if you're trying to say creepy and freaky at the same time, it comes out creaky?
And then Trigo. This is.
I'm just full of them this morning.
So I know where Trigo is because of my car. Is right. I know right where Trigo is because it's the only charger before you get up to Bayfield for my car.
Okay, so we got to let the let everybody know who's listening. Hey, Quentin's got one of those electronic cars. It's actually a pretty nice vehicle, but he's got a very nice electric car. Well, I have 2 trucks. I think we got an apple that fell off from the tree and went bouncy, 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 bounce, plunk.
Hey, it is a really nice vehicle.
Okay, you can finish now.
My vehicle is actually really nice, though.
I'm not saying it's not. It is a nice vehicle.
And trust me, that thing, I don't worry about snow, which is actually kind of funny. My car plows through snow. Talking about snow. The monster form.
Snow monster.
So, what does a Wendigo look like? I mean, you can see it right here. That's one.
He needs a bird. He is the guy that you would go to and you say, you should probably eat a cheeseburger once in a while.
I thought for sure you were going to say you need to eat a Snickers.
No. Oh yeah. You know what? Come to think of it.
By the way, I still have the thing about like the Wendigo sightings in Wisconsin, and I just read down a little farther. The Wendigo occurrence in Manawa County happened October 12th, 2019.
Okay.
So traditionally it describes as a grunt, skin stretched tightly over bones, lip chewed. So that's probably what you're getting confused about. The lips are chewed off. That's probably why it looks weird. Forgot about that.
I think I've dated a few guys like that.
And the eyes that glow like milky orbs, which
are creepy. You can see them.
Yeah.
It's like they're right above your head, so I can. Oh, they were.
They're staring.
Yeah, I can. They're. Yeah.
Some modern version shows with a deer skull, taller antlers, and limbs like broken branches. So that is one thing. Is the deer head is actually a newer thing for this legend. That deer head. Um,
So many comments. So many comments.
it grow so normally they start out as like the size of a normal human, and it grows with every person it devours. That the curse, more it eats, the more it wants, and it's never satisfied. So give it a cheeseburger, it's not going to be satisfied.
Okay, this is gonna sound really, really horrible,
Yes.
but if there was a girl named Wendy that went missing and was never found, did the Wendigo get it? And then we can really say, where did Wendy go?
Yes, that is bad.
You know, I do. I do all of this just to get you totally going. What is wrong with my mother?
Mm-hmm. It's an endless hunger walking on two legs. So
Well, yeah, we walk on two legs. I'm always hungry.
most girls are.
And the smaller the girl is, the more hungry they are.
Yes.
Your fiance is like, I can't believe how much that girl can eat.
Mm-hmm. So the Wendigo psychosis. Wow.
Psychology?
No,
Oh,
psychosis.
psychosis.
Yes, I actually did say it right.
Psychosis.
Yes. But what happens when the legend crosses into real life? So this is where it gets really messed up. Is the Wendigo is an actual medical issue?
What?
That's where it gets really confusing. So enter in Wendigo psychosis. That's where it gets really. It's a culture-bound syndrome where people believe they were turned into Wendigo. Some experience hallucination, others were found wandering, claiming they had to eat human flesh to survive.
Okay, that's like just the opposite of the medical condition. It's basically known as the zombie condition, but it's basically your potassium is so low that you feel like you're, or no, it's you feel like you're dead. I watched a really weird wow, one of those untold stories of the ER.
Ah,
And that's worse.
okay.
That's worse. Worse.
So in isolation,
I'm playing with the light, all right?
yeah, I see that. In isolation, communities face starvation. These cases, though rare, were taken very seriously. Some were treated as mental illnesses. Others were put down before they turned. That just sounded like it was a
I'm
dog.
listening.
They were put down before they turned. So
Oh, yeah.
the lines between man and monster blurred, and sometimes fear itself pushes people to madness. Hold on, I need to remember what it. There was something else I needed. There was a.
If I stay right here, I don't have a shine on my head.
Why is my search bar enter work? Thank you. Okay, so hold on. Where was it? I was.
He even says thank you to his computer. I'm a very proud mama moment.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about the thing that happened in 1661, the Jester Relation Report. I'm not going to be able to pronounce it in its actual normal language, which is like his nos I can't even pronounce it. It's like
Do re mi fa sol la ti do.
that's pretty much what it seems like. So I don't know who actually wrote this. what causes us the greatest concern that was the news. So this is when Europe first found out about the Wendigo. What causes the greatest concern that the news that met us upon entering the lakes, namely that men departed by our conductor for purposes summoned the nations to the North Sea, and assigned them to Revenus, where they were to await our coming, and had met their death the previous winter in a very strange manner. Those poor men, according to the reports given to us, were seized with ambient unknowns to us, but not very unusual amount of the people were seeking. They officiated with nearly lucid hypo, hypoconic nor freezing. By the way, a lot of these words are like really like weird. I'm like trying to pronounce them in like the most normal English because it's like friend. Oh, it's nor frenzy. But the combination of all these species of disease which affected their imagination caused them more than a canine hunger. This makes them so ravishing for human flesh that they pounced upon women, children, and even upon men brutality brutality werewolves, and devoured them like bosaxi with without being without appearing or glut their appetite. Yeah, some of these words are like really
Okay.
weird.
Yeah, I have a question. So, are these, right, obviously they're up north.
Yes.
I hate saying it that way. Okay.
I mean, it goes
They're up
into
north,
Canada. It goes into Canada too. So
but are they like more or less like in wooded areas or just when it snows?
it's more like, so that's where it gets really funny. So this is where I said the creature and this evil spirit thing is kind of different. So the creature, yes. The spirit, no. Once I have, there was like a thing that like
I have a funny feeling I have a funny feeling you're gonna cut me off and give me a two-parter on this.
no, I'm not.
Oh, okay. Whew.
No. So the thing is, the Wendigo, the creature, yes, is the Great Lake area, but the evil spirit thing is there has been actual so how it works is the evil spirit can legitimately go into anybody that is, so the Wendigo can also stand for greed, and Christianity is like sloth, greed, and lust and all that stuff. So the Wendigo is greed. That makes sense. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Okay. Yeah, I know what greed is.
Yeah. So like there was something about like something saying like somebody what was it? There was like something that, oh yeah.
So does like the spirit go into like people that are greedy, or is the spirit greedy and goes into people?
So if the person's greedy, they actually have a higher chance of the spirit going into them. And
Okay.
so you can say some politicians can be Wendigos.
Oh, not saying that this person's a Wendigo or not, but I attended a Memorial Day service yesterday at the vet's home. Was actually pretty impressed because they actually brought Gold Star families, which most memorial places don't do that. And they the guest speaker was our governor, Tony Evers. He actually looks like, in real person, he looks just like he does on TV and posters. He actually looks the exact same. He's old, blonde.
So the message beneath monster, which was something I was just kind of talking about, is it's more than a folklore. It's a metaphoric thing. metaphor. The Wendigo is what happens when greed goes unchecked, which I was just talking about, actually. It consumes everything, resource, land, even relationships. It's a warning of overconsumption, which most Native American mythology is very similar to this.
Yeah.
Before I go into like the pop culture of this thing, which there's a lot, by the way, there's another creature many people would actually mistake the Wendigo for, is known as a skinwalker. Skinwalker and a Wendigo are two
Oh,
different.
hell no, you did not just go down the Skinwalker route. Route.
Actually, talking about the Skinwalker,
Route. That's a weird word.
route are spelled the same, by the way. Yeah, it is.
A root is a root. It's ROOT.
That's
A route.
That's a
It's
tree.
an ROUTE.
Yeah, that's if you're talking about a tree root. But if you're talking about like a route that you go on a road, is spelled ROUTE.
highway?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's weird.
a highway route.
Yeah.
Route. Yeah, it's a route, not a route.
But no, so the skin. A lot of people get those two mixed up with that. Skinwalkers are more Western thing than the Wendigo, and it's something totally different. Skinwalkers can be what my friends think my cat is a skinwalker. Maggie. Everybody thinks she's a skinwalker. She opened a water bottle with her teeth, like actually opened up the cat because I forgot to fill up her water and drank the water out of it.
Okay, well, Backroads obviously is a skinwalker too because he poked a hole with his nails into the bottle of water because I forgot to fill up their water bottle.
No,
water dish.
He poked a hole. Maggie figured out how to unscrew the lid.
Well, Pearl can do that with a bottle. She loves doing that.
I know, but
she won't. She's not allowed the bottle until it's empty.
Yeah, I know, but no, I forgot to fill Maggie's water dish, and she got really pissed off, and she figured out we had a case of water, and she figured out how to do it.
That is actually pretty impressive for a cat.
Especially since she doesn't have front claws. Remember that. She's declawed.
Oh, she did it obviously with her teeth.
Yeah.
It'd be like Bella.
Yeah. I've also watched, this is also another reason why they think she's a skinwalker, is because I watched her pat a mouse to death. Like, actually pat the thing. Which I thought was funnier than anything.
This is what I see. Pat. So she didn't go boom, 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 boom. She went pat.
Pretty much. Yeah, she actually did, dude. That was the funniest part. So.
Okay, you can keep talking. I gotta go potty, but I'll be back. But I can hear you.
All right. So
talk to our listeners.
So the Wendigo in pop culture was from Elgin Blackwood chilling novel in 1910 to the Marvel Wait, it's a Marvel comic they first came into? Okay, so the first pop culture came from a Marvel comic. Why did I not know that? Oh, no, that's never mind. Okay, so I messed up reading that. Two Marvel Comics Bestiality Mutation, which is probably from the X-Men series of the comics. Okay, hold on. I need to know what this novel actually is. Give me a second to figure out what novel this is. This is... Oh, the the novel is legitimately called The Wendigo. Okay, that's what it is. It's so the first one that talks about it in like pop culture would be that Elgin Blackwood chilling novel, The Wendigo, which would be under, instead of the one that you're seeing back here, is actually the spirit version. By looking at the thing, it is 81 pages. And I think
it's a short book.
Yeah, it is a short book. It
Creeps
gets,
you out when all of a sudden I just show back up,
yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah. It's a 3.8 on Goodreads. Two, and then the one.
Well, yeah, it's 81 pages.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I think the antlers came from the Marvel comics, which I'm starting to notice that Marvel has really changed a lot of like mythology lately. You done making lights?
Is it bothering you?
No. Oh, and then the Wendigo and has made it smart in books, games, horror films like Antlers and Until Dawn. By the way, any video games that have this creature in it sucks to play. They are terrifying. I will say that. I will say that immediately.
No,
You have to remember, I do
I
normally
don't play video games, so
most of my games are horror games I play anyways, and this creature has killed me more times than any other creature than I want to admit.
well, you know what? Now that you brought that up, I'm gonna plug your YouTube channel.
Okay.
It's Cuba Horror, right?
Yeah, it's Cube Horror.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
I also do a
go
live
subscribe or watch his if you're into it.
games. I do games. I do mostly games on there. And if I'm live streaming,
A lot of Minecraft.
actually lately I've been playing a
And
lot.
you live stream on here on Discord.
No, I live stream on Twitch.
Oh,
Same name and everything. So yeah, audience have been drawn into it not because of the scary, not just because of scary. It's a tragedy, a creature that was once a human but now is cursed by hunger. My first thought is greed and hunger from Supernatural.
the movie 7. Oh, I'm thinking the movie 7, but there's quite an age gap between us, and I've never watched Supernatural, so
You would probably like it. Do you like I forget what the song is. Onward Son? Onward?
I've never heard it.
I'll send it to you.
I'll have to look it up.
Okay, so
Okay.
The Wendigo isn't just a story from the past. It's a mirror reflecting what we can become when we let greed, fear, and hunger take control. And that is everything I have about the Wendigo. I might do Skinwalker next.
Yeah, you just creeped me out.
Why is that?
Oh, cool. Because I've never heard of this, and I didn't know it was Midwestern Great Lakes thing until now. Yeah, if you're gonna do, well, I'm probably gonna do an update on some older cases. Because there has been some updates, like with the Sarah Pretty Places. There's been an update with Crystal Rogers. I think there's 2 other ones that there's been updates with. And I think there was a mention of something. These would have been podcast ones that I was doing on my own before Quentin joined. There was a mention of a lady from Appleton, and the case has actually been solved.
Oh, wow.
Due to DNA testing. Yeah, so I'm going to have to go back and actually, unfortunately, listen to my own voice. And find out, because I know for a fact that there's been updates with the Sarah Pretty Places and the Crystal Rogers ones. So there have been, actually all 3 of them. There's not so much convictions, but there have been arrests and indictments. So look forward to that. So my next one might be a little bit longer, maybe.
Updates.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do updates because some of them have been quite a ways out, and then since these will be going out in June, and June is LBTQ awareness month, I will probably be doing some of those cases also.
All right.
So until next time,
Stay curious.
we will. Yeah, stay safe. Stay curious. Yeah, we keep forgetting to do that.
Yep. But
Our tagline and we forget. Bye.
I